Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about the irrational numbers. As we have seen in the previous section, that there are maybe numbers on the number line that are not rational. In this section, we are going to investigate these numbers. So far, all the numbers you have come across are of the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equals to 0. So you may ask, are there numbers which are not in the form? There are indeed such numbers, and the numbers which are not in the form of P by Q are known as irrational number. Here you can see the Pythagorean in Greece, followers of the famous mathematician and philosopher Pythagoras, were the first to discover the numbers which were not rational around 400 BC. These numbers are called irrational numbers or irrationals because they cannot be written in the form of a ratio of integers. There are many myths around the discovery of irrational numbers by the Pythagorean, Hipparchus of Carthon. In all the myths, Hipparchus has an unfortunate end, either for discovering that root 2 is irrational. So how the root 2 is to be irrational, we are discussing here. So let us formally define these numbers. That a number S is called irrational if it cannot be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are, where if it is not to be written down in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equals to 0. This is the condition why we are taking the Q is not equals to 0, because of when Q comes in the denominator, if we are taking 0 in the denominator, then that rational number becomes not defined. That's why we are not using this Q which is not equals to 0. Q की वैल्यू हम 0 नहीं लेते हैं इस वजह से. So what about the next one? Here there are infinitely many rational numbers and infinitely many irrational numbers. Some of the examples are, that is root 2, root 3, root 15, pi, and the number 0 0.0, 1 0, 1 1 0, 1 1 0, 0 4, 1 1 1 1 0, and so on up to infinity. So we can say if a prime number, now clearly here 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, that means the square root of a prime number is always irrational number. Here some of the irrational number listed above are familiar with you, and for example, you have already come across many of the square roots listed above and the number 5. So the Pythagorean proved that root 2 is irrational number. Later, in approximately 425 BC, Theodorus of Trent shows that root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 10, root 11, root 12, root 13, root 14, root 15, and root 17 are also irrationals. And proof of these numbers root 2, root 3, and root 5 we have to discussing in class 10. Now look at here, root 3 is an prime number, root 5 is also prime number, and what about the root 6? Root 6 is the composite number, but it is a combination of, we can write it down 6 as 2 into 3. So under root of AB can be written down root A, root B. That's why this root 6 can be written down root 2 into root 3. So root 2 is irrational number, root 3 is irrational number. So that's why overall this root 6 is an irrational number. Similarly, under root 10 is there. Now root 10 can be written down root 2 into root 5 because of the factors of 10 are 2 into 5. So root 2 into 5 can be written down root 2 into root 5. Again, root 2 is a prime number, root 5 is also a prime number. So the product of two irrational number is again an irrational number. And next, the conclusion we are getting from overall this one is, that is, you have to remember that the irrational number and rational number, all the numbers are lie on the real number line, and the collection of irrational numbers and rational numbers are to be denoted by real numbers, and that is to be denoting by the capital R. So at the last we conclude that every real number is represented by a unique point on the number line, and also every point on the number line represents a unique real number. This is the way we call the number line becomes the real number line. That's why we can say the number line can be representing the real number line. Now, look at the example. Locate root 3 on the number line. It is very easy to see how the Greek might have discovered root 2. We are taken here, there is a square OABC of side 1. Then clearly from the figure, OA equals to 1, AB is also 1. Now clearly OAB is a right angle triangle, and we are applying here the Pythagoras theorem to find out the value of the diagonal, that is OB. So it is OB is equals to under root the square of 1 plus the square of 1, that is equals to root 2. Now how to represent this root 2 on the number line? So look at the figures 1.7 here. There is a number line which is shown in this figure. Number line आपको show हो रही है इस figure के अंदर, यहाँ पर देखिए. And we are taking the position of 0 is to be taken as a point O, and taking a 1 mark which is denoted by point A. Now draw a perpendicular line segment of AB of 1 unit. So clearly we have the base is 1 and perpendicular is also 1, and there is a right angle triangle OAB in which OA becomes the base and AB becomes the perpendicular and OB becomes the hypotenuse. So what we have to do? So as we have already find out the value of OB, that is equals to root 2. Now how we can make a point on number line that is representing the root 2? So we are taking our compass, and the middle point we are putting on at the point O, and take an radius of arc OB, and then put a arc which is intersecting the real number line at point P. Now point P is the position of the value root 2. So here it is mentioned. Okay, we have just been seen that OB equals to root 2. So using a compass with center O and radius OB, draw an arc intersecting the number line at the point P, then P corresponds to root 2 on the number line. This is the conclusion of our result. Now, in the similar way, we can also locate root 3 on the number line. What we have to do? We are having the previous figure. OAB is the right angle triangle at point A, and we are finding out the value of OB is root 2. Now again, now consider OB as the base and draw a 1 unit distance, 1 unit on this OB, that is DB, and this DB is perpendicular on OB. Now and join the point OD. Now OD is the diagonal of the triangle OBD, where OB is the base, DB is the perpendicular. Then again we have to apply the Pythagoras theorem, and we get the value of OD is equals to, the value of OD is under root of root 2, that is the base, square of the base, plus square of the perpendicular, and we know that the square of root 2 is 2, then 2 plus 1 equals to root 3. Now we are getting again the OD equals to root 3. Now put your compass needle point at O and take a radius of OD and take an arc by through this dotted line, and it is intersecting the real number line at point Q. Now this is the position of root 3 on the number line. In the similar way, we can find out more numbers square root, more prime numbers square root, we can easily draw on the number line. Now look, the final conclusion is, in the same way, you can locate under root n for any position, positive integer n, after under root of n minus 1 has been located. So we are now approaching to the exercise 1.2 and how the questions of this exercise are to be solved. Look at, I'm showing this solution of this exercise 1.2. So here is the first question is, state whether the following statements are true or false and justify your answer. The first one is here, every irrational number is a real number. क्या हर rational number real number होता है? Yes, it is true, as real number are consist of rational and irrational number. All the numbers which are lies on the real number lines are known as the real numbers, and real number is a set of rational numbers and irrational numbers. Both are combined together representing the points on the real number line. Now the second one, every point on the number line is of the form of under root m, where m is a natural number. तो क्या रियल नंबर लाइन पर हर पॉइंट जो है वो अंडर रूट एम की फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, जहां एम आपका नेचुरल नंबर है? सो दिस स्टेटमेंट इज फॉल्स बिकॉज ऑफ द नंबर 3/2 which is lies between 1 and 2. That means the midpoint of 1 and 2 is 3/2. 3/2 can be written down 1.2. So 3/2 on the number line cannot be a square root of any natural number. It is not a root of a natural number. So that's why we can say this root 3/2 is not a that's why you can say every point on the number line which is in the form of under root m is not a natural number. Also we have, if we have a negative number, cannot be a square root of a natural number. So negative number is not a natural number, and we cannot find out here the square root of a negative number. So that's why every point is on the natural on the number line is not written down in the form of under root n. And the third part is every real number is an irrational number. Again, this statement is false. Why? As 2 is a real number, we know that, which is lie on the number line, but not an irrational number. 2 is real number, और 2 को हम किस फॉर्म में लिख सकते हैं? रेशनल नंबर की फॉर्म में लिख सकते हैं. 2 कैसा नंबर है? रेशनल नंबर है. 2/1 we can written down in the form of p by q. So that's why 2 is a rational number which is lie on the real number line, and hence it is not a irrational number. Now move on to the question number 2. Are the square root of all positive integers irrational? All positive integers irrational? If not, give an example of the square root of a number that is a rational number. So हमारा आंसर क्या होगा? No. And for example, if we have to written down the square root of 9, now clearly 9 is a perfect square of 3. 9 can be written down 3 is square. 16 is a perfect square of 4. 16 can be written down 4 is square, etc. Similarly, 25 we can written down under root 25 can written down 5 because of 25 is a perfect square of 5. So 3 and 4 are rational numbers. That's why. Now, how we can do that? Root 5 can be represented on the number line. Root 5 को number line पे कैसे represent करेंगे? उसका solution कैसे होगा? ये आपको एक number line draw करनी है, ठीक है? Number line draw करेंगे. Then this point O, this point O will be considered at the position 0. O को हम कहाँ पर मार्क करेंगे? 0 पर. और उसके बाद हम क्या करेंगे? 5 यूनिट यहाँ पर नेगेटिव इस साइड में लेंगे, लेफ्ट साइड में, एंड 5 यूनिट आई हैव मार्क इन दी राइट हैंड साइड. नाउ हाउ वी कैन represent root 5 on the number line? So what is given as 5 can be written down as 5 into 1 on number line. So take O at the position 0, O point को हम 0 पर consider करेंगे, then OA equals to 5. That means from this point O and up to here, this distance is 5 unit. ये जो distance हमने मार्क की है यहाँ से यहाँ तक की मैं मार्क कर रहा हूँ इसको. This is equals to 5 unit. This is up to here, it is 5 unit. And from OB we are taking 1 unit. स्केल लेके आपको 1 सेंटीमीटर का मार्क लगाना है यहाँ पर. And then what we have to do? Now we have to finding the right bisector of this OB. Now clearly the total distance of AB is 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1 कितना हो जाएगा? 6 हो जाएगा. तो यहाँ पर ये जो पॉइंट हम मार्क करेंगे इसको कैसे फाइंड आउट करेंगे? मैंने यहाँ पे फिगर आप इस तरीके से राइट बाइसेक्ट करेंगे तो आर्क कैसे लेंगे? इस पॉइंट को सेंटर मानकर मोर देन हाफ लेना है आपको आर्क. यहाँ से मोर देन हाफ लेंगे एंड देन टेक एन आर्क लाइक दिस ऑन बोथ द साइड्स. दोनों तरफ इस तरीके से आर्क लगाएंगे और इसको इस तरीके से जोड़ देंगे. तो ये जो लाइन होगी आपकी क्या होगी? दैट बिकम्स द राइट बाइसेक्टर ऑफ द लाइन सेगमेंट AB. नाउ टेकिंग दिस पॉइंट, इसको आप C मान लीजिए, ये आपका सेंटर C है. नाउ AC has the radius and take a semicircle. AC को रेडियस लेते हुए एक आपको ये सेमीसर्कल ड्रॉ करना है. दिस इज द सेमीसर्कल you have to draw here. Now at the position O, draw a 90 degree angle. तो आपको इस तरीके से आर्क लेना, 90 डिग्री का एंगल आपको बनाना आता होगा. आप इस तरीके से छोटा सा सेमी सर्कल ड्रॉ करेंगे, देन कंपास का निडल पॉइंट यहाँ रखेंगे, आर्क कट करेंगे, ये 60 डिग्री का होगा, ये 120 डिग्री का होगा, देन यहाँ पुट करेंगे एंड देन टेक एन आर्क हियर एंड जॉइन दिस वन to the O. So clearly this becomes the value. This angle is 90 degree. Now where this perpendicular is intersecting here at point P. So now take OP as a radius. OP as the radius. Take an arc and which is intersecting the real number line at this point. Suppose this point is your Q. This point is Q. Then what is the distance of OQ? Now clearly the distance OQ is equals to root 5. This is the value of root 5, which is representing on the real number line. In this way, we can locate any positive integer on the real number line. The square root of any positive real number can be represented on the number line. This is all about from my side. I am discussing all the questions of exercise 1.2. Here the exercise 1.2 is completed. I hope you will understand the problems which I have discussed here and the topic which I am discussing. Hope you will understand. If you are not able to understand any of the topic, please ask me in the discussion forum on the website. I will clear your doubts. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Pujo.